Expert meeting of the Summit of the Non-Aligned Movement. Tehran is hosting the two-day expert-level meeting of the 16th Non-Aligned Movement Summit. In an opening speech, Iran's Foreign Minister Ali Akbar Salehi warned against foreign interference in the Middle East and North Africa, saying any efforts to resolve problems in regional countries should be based on dialogue and respect. He further stressed that human rights should not become a tool in the hands of certain powers, who have a long record of violating those rights.
It's been over a year that we are following the developments in the Middle East and North Africa. No power can ignore the legitimate demands of the people, but we believe that dialogue, respecting human rights and heeding the basic needs of people is the only way to overcome challenges that have been caused by dictatorial regimes. Valid and independent political entities should enter dialogue to pave the way for national reconciliation in a secure environment, away from foreign threats and interference. Foreign intervention and taking advantage of the wave of instability that has hit our region is unacceptable.
During the two-day meeting, senior experts hold special sessions in economic, cultural and social fields, and they work to prepare a draft document in 3 chapters and 688 points, which needs to be later endorsed by non-foreign ministers on Tuesday and Wednesday.
Those developmentally challenged, for those which are marginalized, for those who are emerging from colonization, all of these countries need to have a voice and a role in the global discourse. Today, as we look at the global challenges, we need to have the solutions on a global scale, but not all countries have that capacity. So how do you give those that are marginalized, those that lack capacity, a space in this discourse? The non-aligned movement gives you that. The advantage of numbers, the advantage of visibility, and a collective voice.
Representatives from more than 100 countries have gathered in Tehran to discuss the new challenges that the world faces today. According to Iran's foreign ministry spokesman, so far the participation of 27 presidents, 2 kings, 7 prime ministers and 2 parliament speakers at the 16th NAM summit due on Thursday and Friday has been confirmed.
We hope that it will be very successful. From our side, the fact that we are bringing a large delegation headed by our president is an indication that we want this conference to be successful.
The principles of 120-member non-aligned movement are solidarity and peaceful resolution of conflicts, though it was founded as a counterweight to the superpowers back in 1961.
The first common ground is the full respect for the principles of the United Nations Charter. That means non-intervention in local affairs of other countries, full respect for the human rights, democracy, freedom of press, and all of those important issues.
The non-aligned movement represents nearly 2/3 of the United Nations members and about 55% of the world population. The chairmanship of the expert meeting of the 16th Summit of the Non-Aligned Movement was handed over to Iran by Egypt for a period of 3 years. Saman Kujuri, Press TV, Tehran.